Hey, Dick, I'm here for Doc Sports, and we got another free play. Hey, did you like the teaser yesterday? That worked out pretty well, right? And for the most part, it was pretty comfortable, so that was good. 85th winner in the last 100, or excuse me, 90th winner in the last 125. So that was good. And I got a Saturday football play for you on the free picks. So we're gonna get to that in just a second. Speaking of college football, I got a 6-unit play on Saturday rolling. So that's a big thing for me, and along with 2 other plays on the college gridiron this week, and you can get those at Docs right today. Okay, ready to go right now. Or if you'd like the NFL combo, get the NFL plays and the college plays, which includes 2 6-unit plays altogether. You can get those at the Doug Upstone page at Doc Sports right now for just $99 for 8 plays. Do the math. Okay, pretty simple. Okay, great value. 2-0 in college. Last week had a 5-unit winner in the NFL, so ready to roll on that. Today I got a Major League Baseball play, parlay. You lost yesterday's. Hey, full transparency. Lost it yesterday. Philadelphia bullpen did me in again. Okay, had a 6-3 lead. It gave up 7 runs. So had the Yankees on the right side, easy winner, but the parlay fell apart because of the Philadelphia bullpen. So that was lousy, but hey, what are you going to do? Okay, it's part of the deal. Now, I also, again, not afraid to say, had won 6 NBA games in a row and had Boston last night, and they lost. And they lost primarily because they couldn't score against Miami's 2-3 zone. Now, nobody played more zone defense in the regular season than Miami, but they hadn't played it essentially hardly at all in the playoffs. So that kind of caught Boston by surprise. But, a 2-3 zone, okay, and I have quite a bit of experience in this, is not impossible to beat. Yes, I know NBA players don't practice against it much, okay, but, I mean, these players learned these fundamentals of playing against zone defenses back when they were in grade school and even in high school, okay, they learned about this. And it's not that hard. I know I don't have a chalkboard to show you on here, but basically you have a 2-3 zone. You can create that mental image. And so what you do is you set up a 3-2 offense. So what I mean by that is that, for example, you take Jason Tatum and you'd put him on either wing, okay, of the top 3 players. And so what you do when you have the ball perimeter, what you do then, you take Tatum, if he's on a wing, if he's on, let's say, the left-hand side of the wing, you transfer him into the middle, okay, opposite of where the ball is. So when that happens, that then gives you an overload, okay, on one side, and then you want to get the ball to Tatum in the middle of the zone, because what that does, it draws everybody to him, okay? So he's basically at the free throw line or a foot or so into the paint. Everybody comes to him, and then he can either shoot the ball from there, he can potentially drive if he likes, or he can kick it out to either corner, where there should be Boston's 2 best corner shooters, okay? That's all it is. Now, of course, I know, obviously these are NBA players. They're super quick, got long arms, great length. It's not as easy as just that, but essentially it is. I mean, it just execution, patience, okay, taking your time to figure it out, and protecting the ball. They were so sloppy with the ball, 20 turnovers. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. So that's how you beat it. And the other advantage of that setup is that when you get the ball into the middle of the 2-3 zone, what you have the ability to do is rebound. So what you do is wherever the shot's taken from, you have a guy then in the center, plus then you have 2 wing players who can run into the empty spaces to potentially get offensive rebounds, of which you can score from. So that's just something else. So that's something to watch for. If Brad Stevens is able to get his team to do that this Saturday night, we'll see, okay? I'm not saying I'm taking Boston. I'm just saying that's how you go and beat Miami's zone defense. All right, let's get to today's free play. And we're looking at a Conference USA game, a night game, Louisiana Tech against Southern Mississippi. Now, both teams have a number of deficiencies on both sides of the line of scrimmage, both offense and defense. Both are expected to be offensive-minded yet again in 2020, just like they were last year, which is your typical Outside of UAB, that's your typical Conference USA team. Now, last year's matchup was in Ruston, Louisiana, which is where Louisiana Tech plays, and the Techsters won 45-30 as both teams passed for over 320 yards. I'm expecting more of the same in terms of offense, being able to move the ball, pass the ball. I'm not sure we're going to get 75 points again, but the total is at 58. Okay, on this one. And two things that come into play besides what I just mentioned. Now Southern Mississippi is a 5.5 point favorite. And when teams are favored by 4 to 6.5 points, and the total is in a 57 to 60 point range, the over is 21-7 in these most recent matchups that fit this exact profile. Let's take over Louisiana Tech and Southern Mississippi with the number at 58. So there's a free play for today. I'll have an NFL play coming your way for Sunday for sure, and that'll be posted a little bit later here on my YouTube page. And you can like my YouTube page. As I mentioned yesterday, the YouTube police are cool, absolutely cool with anyone wanting to subscribe to my channel. Not a problem, okay? So take advantage of it, would you please? All right, this is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. Again, 6-unit plays, big football weekend coming your way, along with an MLB parlay today. This is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. Until next time, I'm out.